Hey everyone, in this video I'm going to be talking about what I learned from quitting social media and how it improved my mental health. So I decided to quit social media, specifically Facebook, because that's what the one I was addicted to, in mid-March. So it's been about 2 months and I haven't gone on. And I just wanted to kind of share what I've learned from that whole experience. So the main thing that I've learned from quitting Facebook is that your Facebook friends are not your real friends. And I know it sounds kind of, duh, but I learned this kind of the hard way, and it's kind of embarrassing, but I want to share the story just to kind of show you. So on the last day when I kind of quit Facebook, I went on and I posted like, hey, I'm going to take a break from social media for a while. If you want to keep on talking with me or whatever, shoot me a DM, send me your, phone number, and we can text, or you do some messenger or something like that. So I did it, and I waited. And I waited, and I waited, and not a single person did it. So that kind of showed me right there, like, yeah, no one really cares. So yeah, it's kind of embarrassing, but it is what it is. And I should note that I used to have like a lot of friends on Facebook, just not really, friends, obviously, people I knew, acquaintances, people I went to school with. Then I cut that down a long time ago, just to people that I knew specifically, or I worked with, or people I actually had somewhat of a prior relationship with. So I'd probably say I had about like maybe 200 friends, and not a single person messaged me. So that showed me right away that a lot of your Facebook friends don't care about you. And I know that may be hard to hear, but it's true. And I kind of had to tell myself, like, if something bad were to happen to me, the people who would care the most are my family, my wife, and close friends. That's basically it. All the other acquaintances on Facebook, all the people you work with, they probably don't care, or they care so little that they actually won't go out of their way to help you, if that makes any sense. So I kind of had to learn that the hard way, and it was kind of like a humbling thing to realize that there are only probably a handful of people in your life who actually really truly care about you. And a lot of the friends that you have on Facebook are just acquaintances. They don't really care, and it actually is kind of eye-opening, because even the people you may think care about you, they may not. You may have to kind of learn that the hard way. But it was interesting to see that, and it kind of opened my eyes to the people who I want to invest in, the relationships that I want to invest in. Because look, if the other person isn't holding up their end of the relationship, if they're not putting in the work too, then don't put in the work for them. Only give 100% to the people that you truly care about and who truly care about you. So quitting also really simplified my life, because I probably was browsing social media, for at least Facebook anyway, for about 2 hours a day. And this was while I was working before the pandemic. On the weekends, I'd just sit on my phone and browse through Facebook, looking at news and posts and whatever. And I actually kept track. I have the Samsung Galaxy 10. And there's a way to go through the settings and actually look like what drains your battery life the most. And Facebook was number one for me. And I was on my phone probably for about like 9 hours out of the day, with the majority of that 2 to 3 hours on Facebook, and then the rest on like Reddit and stuff like that. So I knew that it was something negative in my life. I could have been doing something more positive, or something new in my life during those minutes or days or whatever. And so I knew that it was something that I was addicted to, and I had to change that, because there were other things that I could be doing that would benefit me or my family and stuff like that. So yeah, if you want to know how much you're actually on social media, I think there's a way, depending on your phone, to look at the battery life and see how much battery social media like Facebook, Twitter, etc. are actually draining. And you'll be kind of surprised to see how much actual time you're wasting on social media. Another thing that was kind of interesting for me to see was Like, what are we actually posting? Why are we posting stuff on Facebook when you can just have a real relationship with someone in real life? So, for example, I think it was around Mother's Day or something like that, but I think it was my wife was on the laptop and I was sitting next to her, and then everyone was posting Happy Mother's Day, blah, blah, blah. I got the best mom in the world. And I just had to sit there for a second and be like, why are you posting? I'm just thinking about it for a second. Why are you posting Happy Mother's Day, Mom on social media when you can just pick up the phone, call your mom, and be like, hi, Mom, I love you, Happy Mother's Day, and then have a conversation with her instead of posting a picture with your mom, wishing your mom a happy Mother's Day. And I was like, why? Why do people do this? Kind of like sending cards, like getting some generic, like happy birthday card or something and sending it to someone. Like, just go to the person and actually wish them a happy birthday. Or if their loved one died, don't just send them a card. Actually go up to them, call them, text them, and be like, I'm sorry that your loved one died, and what could I do if there's anything I can. It's just such a cheap way to celebrate a holiday or something bad going on in your life. Like, it's not personal at all. It's the easiest thing to do is to go on to a social media site and just type in happy birthday, or happy Mother's Day to my mom. And why? Like, just who cares? Everyone knows that you should just go and wish your mom a happy Mother's Day or something. It's just kind of boggled the mind as to why a happy Mother's Day post is getting all these likes and hearts and all this other crap, when you can just whatever happened to just going to your moms and wishing them a happy birthday. It just, looking back, I used to do that when I was on Facebook. I would post all this stuff thinking that it meant something, but it really doesn't. Just go and enjoy the relationship that you have with that person in real life. So another thing that I kind of learned and was thinking about was, like, why do we post certain things on Facebook? And I don't have any kids, but I see like some people that I know who are posting things about their kids or pictures, or like funny things that may happen to them. They fall or something like that. And are they doing it with or without the consent of their child? And I know it may be something that might be a little nitpicky, but like, I think you need to get the consent from your child before you post these things online, because once it's on there, it's not coming off. Especially if you upload to like YouTube or something. What may seem harmless right now may be something that could backfire in the future. You never know. People are crazy on the internet, right? And when they grow up, is this something that some bullies or something are going to go and try and find to embarrass them, or embarrassing pictures and stuff like that online? And so I think it's really important, and this will just be something that I do in the future, when my child is kind of old enough to understand, like, is this something that I could post on Facebook? I think the young generation gets a lot of hate because they're on social media a lot and they're posting and doing all this stuff, but it's actually a little bit of the opposite. The older generations as well, they're not doing the TikToks and Instagrams and all that stuff, but they're posting a lot and a ton of stuff with their kids, with their family and stuff like that. So it's not only just the young generation, it's the older generations as well, who I think are posting just way too much stuff. And I don't know why. It's just one of those things. So I think quitting social media is something that could be beneficial to you if you are kind of always on your phone, struggling. I kind of encourage you to go and actually check and see how much actual time you're on, like Facebook or something, just to see how much of a time sink it really is. And quitting it can improve. It definitely improved my mental health, because I am much more focused on me rather than everyone else. Instead of being distracted by all the different posts and what people said and all the different news stories, I'm more focused on what I want to actually learn about, what I care about, and I'm not going to waste my time with people who don't care about me. And I think that's probably the biggest thing that I've learned throughout this whole journey, is that I have got to stop caring about what other people think about me, what I think that they might say about me or something like that. Because at the end of the day, A lot of us only just have our family, our significant other, our kids, and some close friends. Everyone else really, at the end of the day, doesn't matter. And I kind of had to, learn the hard way from that. But I'm definitely going to put more effort into the relationships that I do have, rather than the fake ones that I have on Facebook. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I hope you guys learned something and that this video was beneficial for you. Leave a comment below on what social media site that you want to try and quit. Is it Facebook? Is it Twitter, Instagram, or is it something completely different? Is it YouTube? My God, I hope not. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. If you did like this video, go ahead and leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.